What's good, guys? Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. And today we will be looking at PIKKON and Gogeta's kit. It was leaked. Well, I said leaked. It was given to us by Dragon Ball Legends themselves. There is a I forgot the word, but basically they're telling us that this is not final. It is subject to change. So I will be telling you guys any changes that happens to the kit. So make sure you guys stay informed. Consider liking and subscribing to the YouTube channel. And yeah, let's get into this. I'm pretty excited. So let's look over his kit. I'm not gonna read any of the. Actually, I will read this. PIKKON has powerful abilities like a special cover change against strike arts and special arts that destroy your opponent's cards depending on how many times you use it. Plus, PIKKON's substitution count will go down when on standby if the enemy activates the special arts, ultimate arts, and awakened arts or rise and rush. This character can easily switch in and take your opponent's most fearsome attacks. PIKKON even has a unique gauge that slowly charges over time. When it fills up, restore the health of other allies and boost their damage inflicted. Using special arts will charge it up to 3 times. So be sure to use them whenever you can. That is very interesting. I'm obviously going to get into the kit. I just want to make sure I understand what both characters are built to do and how well the kit actually allows them to do what they made them to do. So far, this is looking good for PIKKON. Gogeta, unlike PIKKON, Super Gogeta is a superior attacker with special move arts that nullifies enemy endurance effects, a special arts that nullifies enemy special cover changes, and more. Even just simply using strike or blast arts will grant various damage buffs. Super Gogeta shares a unique gauge with PIKKON, and when it fills up, tons of debuffs will activate and weaken all enemies. If you already filled it with PIKKON, these effects will still activate when you revive and switch to Super Gogeta. Since you'll also get bonuses to damage inflicted and a reduction to special move arts cost, you'll be able to put your opponent in a seriously difficult spot. So you keep popping the unique gauge with PIKKON, and then those effects with PIKKON just transfer over to Super Gogeta, and then I'm guessing Super Gogeta will have his own set of effects as well. That sounds very broken. And yeah, we gotta see. Let's just go in. Let's just get into the kit. I'm excited. Let's go. So obviously they're element green, tag Otherworld Warriors, Super Saiyan, and Saiyan. They're Super Saiyan, bro. I expect to see Bardock. Just know Bardock is coming. He's coming. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Whenever the game drops a Super Saiyan character, expect to see a Bardock video from every content creator. Expect to see Bardock in the meta. This is why Bardock for me is a top 5 Zenkai of all time. He can never go lower than 5 because of stuff like this. So let's go to the main ability. Draw a special arts card next. Restores on key by 30% to damage inflicted for 30 counts. -5 to own arts cost for 15 counts. Applies the attribute upgrade. Shortens the substitution count by 2 to self for 15 timer counts. Requirements 15 timer counts must elapse. Not a bad main ability. Remember, I don't expect too much from this PIKKON. I think this is PIKKON, if I'm not mistaken. This is probably the PIKKON side, which I don't care about. I don't care that it's not great immediately. I just want to see how good this unit gets after the revival. This is all I care about. So I'm going to just do his last Z ability, which is the only one that matters in my opinion. 3% to special move damage inflicted by episode sagas from movies. 38% to episode sagas from movies attack Saiyan or Fusion Warrior. Base strike attack and blast defense. 38% to base strike and blast is very good. Very good. Regular impact strike card. His blast card is restoring key by 10 upon activation. That's really good. Ooh. His blue card deals a massive impact damage, 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 counts. Upon activation, inflicts all enemies with 3 substitution counts on hit. I wish that this was on activation and not hit for me, because I mean, obviously for me, they're not trying to nuke Janemba out of the meta, but I just wish that this was on activation. This would be a lot more. I would like this a lot better. What's his green card? His green card randomly draws one new card, restores on key by 30, charges on unique gauge by 15%, activates 3 times, applies the attribute upgrade, minus 20% to enemies sustained damage cut effects to self for 15 time accounts. Destroy one of your enemy strike arts cards. Also applies the following effects to enemy according to the number of times the special arts card "You Stupid Stinking Barrier" is used. 2 or more times destroys 1 blast arts card. 3 or more times destroys 1 special move and arts card. I like this. So this green is specifically for card destruction. You want to put your enemies in you want to basically dictate the game. They want you to dictate the game. And this is very interesting for a defense unit. Mind you, this looks like this is the PIKKON side and not the GOGETA side just yet. So, yeah, yeah. Okay, I see what's going on here. When own health reaches 0, switch to Super GOGETA and revive with 100% health. Applies the following effects to self when battle starts. 90% in damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled. Reduce damage received by 50%, cannot be cancelled. Increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, cannot be cancelled. 50% to key recovery, cannot be cancelled. Also applies the following effects to self per sagas from movies battle member other than his character in the party. I never understood this fully, like this "in the party" line. Is it like in the party of 6 or in the party of 3? Because that will affect how I feel about this ability. I never fully understood this. So you guys let me know in the comments. I know some of you guys use characters like this. Is it per character in the party? Or is it like in the whole party of 6? Or is it in the party of 3? That would affect how I feel about these abilities. 15% of damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Effect resets upon revival. Reduce damage received by 5% cannot be canceled. Effect resets upon revival. So this up here resets after he revives. Okay. I wouldn't. Oh, okay. So these effects up here are carrying over to GOGETA, and then I guess does GOGETA get this stacked on top of him? I don't know. I'm not too sure. I don't want to overthink this kit. I don't like overthinking kits. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Restores ki by 20. 40% of damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Applies the following effects to self when this character performs a vanishing step. Draw a special arts card. That is crazy. I guarantee you guys, this is going to catch a lot of people off guard. Because let's say I get a perfect vanish. If I get a perfect vanish, I could just blue card you. Perfect vanish, blue card. Great game, great character. Restores health by 5%, 20% to damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Shortens own substitution count by 2 when enemy activates a special move, ultimate, awaken, or rise and rush while this character is on standby. Shorten it by 2 is a bit much. It's a little small. At least shortening the substitution count by 5 would be a lot better. I think they haven't taken into account that we also still have Go Freezer, who I think they lower sub count by 7 when they're on standby. So having at least 5 would be cool. I think 2 is a bit low. It's a bit low, but hey. So his second unique is knocks enemy back to long range if a cover change is performed against a strike arts attack. Comboable arts is special move, so he can combo a blue card off the cover change. Applies the following effects to enemy when changing cover. Randomly destroys 1 card, reduces ki by 20, inflicts attribute downgrade -1 to arts card draw speed level for 10 time accounts. Applies the following effects itself when enemy performs a cover change while this character is on the battlefield. Draw a special move arts card when they perform a cover change. Okay. Okay. Yeah, just spawn blue cards. Just put a character in the meta that could just spawn blue cards. That's how we get rid of Janemba. That's tough. This is tough. Restores ki by 20% to damage inflicted for 15 time accounts. Applies the following effects itself when enemy attack is over. -5 to strike and blast arts cost for 15 time counts. 20% to special move damage inflicted, cannot be canceled, activates once. Increases arts core draw speed by 1 for 15 time counts. So after your enemy attack is over, I'm sorry, let me finish this. It's not done yet. Slowly charges on unique gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. So his gauge is just like Janimbus. His is charging the whole match. This guy's unique gauge is charging the whole match. Restores allies other than this character's health by 15% and 15% of damage inflicted by allies. All right. So before we get into Gogeta, because I already know this is gonna be ridiculous. Before we get into this is very good. This is very good. PIKKON side of this unit is very good. Usually, revival units are not good before their revival. This guy is pretty good. So he's gonna take hits. He's gonna be buffing the team, right? I wish he gave himself some health, but PIKKON is literally there. He's there as like, what's the right analogy to use? So like, he's there as like, I don't want to say bait, right? But he's just there to take all the hits. This is actually a support character. So he's a support character before going into Super Gogeta. So let's see how ridiculous Super Gogeta is. Same tags, obviously. His main ability, draw a special move arts card next, restores own ki by 20%, own health by 20%, and ki by 50. 50% to next special move damage inflicted, -10 to own special move arts cost. 15 time accounts must elapse. For Z ability, obviously the Z ability is the same. His strike card, of course. Strike arts have blast armor, so use them to go through to go on offense without having to worry about enemy blast cards. So obviously he's gonna have blast armor, which is sick. We don't need no more units with blast armor, bro. His blast card restores on ki by 10 upon activation. Same thing. His blue card. This is what I wanted to see. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects itself upon activation. Let's see what he gets. 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 time accounts. Nullifies enemies. Restores health when it reaches 0. So he's nullifying endurance. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade. Plus 20% to all arts costs for 5 time accounts on hit. So, good blue card. Obviously a good blue card. No complaints. Nothing broken. Just good. Actually, yeah. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing too crazy. We're good. His green card restores on ki by 50. Plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 time accounts. 30% to next strike or blast arts damage inflicted. Applies the buff effect. Nullifies enemy special cover change for 10 time accounts. That's really good. After you pop this green card, you nullify cover change for 10 counts. This is what I like to see. I like to see you being able to control the match. I like this. Cancels own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Nullifies own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 30 time accounts. Let's see. What's his first unique? Applies the following effects upon revival. 50% of damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Remember, guys, these effects are being stacked on top of whatever effects happened after PIKKON. So whatever PIKKON did before dying, this guy is just going to stack these abilities right on top of those. So 50% of damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 10%, 40% to ki recovery cannot be canceled, nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 30 time accounts. I never understood that nullifying damage sustained element factors. Is it like after being hit? Like he nullifies the element factors when being hit? Or, okay, whatever. Once again, you guys will let me know in the comments. It's not really that serious. Applies the following effects itself every time this character uses a strike arts card. 10% to strike damage inflicted every time he uses a strike arts card. 10% to special move damage inflicted every time he uses a strike arts card. Every single time. There is no, oh my God, bro. There's no limit to how strong he could get off the. So imagine you go off for a. Yo, bro. Imagine, and you have 10 time accounts to let off a blue card, bro. You have 10 time accounts to do this, right? So imagine you going off, you smoking your opponent for like 6, 7 time accounts, which is possible. You smoking your opponent for 6, 7 time accounts, pop a blue card. He's dead. He's dead. There's no way. He's not surviving that. Applies the following effects itself every time this character uses a blast arts card. 10% of blast damage inflicted, 10% of special move damage inflicted. So not only is he getting it with strike, he's getting it with blast. No problem. Go ahead. Keep cheating, legends. Let's see what else they got for me. Let's see what else they got for us. The following effects occur upon landing a strike and blast arts hit. -2 to own strike and blast arts card. Yo, bro. Janemba, you are gone, bro. Janemba, they want you out. They want you out of here. Yo, they want Janemba out of here, bro. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -5% to strike and blast arts power. Interesting. For 10 time accounts. I think this is the first time I've seen this. This power thing. What is that? Inflicts all enemies. Is this like the pure? Is that what they're trying to say? Is this like pure strike and blast? If that is, that's pretty good. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus. Yeah, bro. I think that this is like pure strike and blast. If that's true, this unit is going to be very good. Very good. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Restores own health by 15%. Reduce enemy key by 50. He has key reduction. He has... Yeah. That's his first unique ability. This is all his first unique. Second unique. Knocks enemy back to long range. If a cover chamber is performed against their strike, arts attack, comboable with special move. Very slowly charges on unique gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. The following effects occur. Once unique gauge is full upon revival, if it is already full, 50% the damage inflicted -20 to own special move arts cost. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -30% to health restoration. Crazy. Inflicts all enemies with the attribute downgrade -50% to key recovery. That's crazy. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -1 to arts core draw speed level. That is crazy. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade -30% to crit rate for 30 time accounts. I don't know why he needs the crit rate thing, but I guess people are going to be running Bardock, so I guess. Applies the following effects itself if there are 2 defeated battle members when this character enters the battlefield upon revival. 20% to special move damage inflicted. -5 to strike and blast arts cost cannot be canceled. Applies the buff effect, nullifies enemy special active actions that activate when changing cover for 10 time accounts. So if this guy is the last stand unit, you're already nullifying enemy cover change for 10 time accounts without the green card. Without the green card, if this guy's the last one to come in, you're nullifying enemies. You're nullifying special cover change for 10 counts. Off rip. Yeah. I think that's the end of this, right? If I'm not mistaken. Is that the end? I don't want to click next and it sends me to like some weird page. Yeah, that's it. This is Janimbus. Okay. So, yeah, guys. PIKKON and GOGETA. This unit is going to be very, very, very good. This unit is going to be top 5, obviously. Definitely top 5. Top 3, I would have to see. I got to see more. I got to see what their stats is looking like. I got to see. Obviously, you have to see how they perform as well. Understand, guys, we read a lot. There's a lot of good kits in this game. And then when you put them in the game, they're just not. It doesn't do what it's supposed to be doing. And we're going to see because this unit will be dropping soon. Now, what I recommend you guys summon for this character, if you don't care about Legends Festival and what's going on for Legends Festival, then I say by all means, go ahead. If you really invested in Legends Festival especially if you're a GT main like myself. I don't think I'll be summoning on this banner because I believe that GT will be getting a buff for Legends Festival. So yeah, it's up to you guys. Obviously, if you pay to win, just pay it. So I'm talking to my free to play players. Anyways, guys, yo, this is a great video. Yeah, top three in the top five. I'm gonna say top five. Top three is a bit much, but definitely top five. Yeah. Make sure you guys, for all you guys wanting to know how to earn Z and Z2 medals, the video will be linked at the end of this video. So make sure you guys go check that out. For all you newer players, for all you older players, even if you guys want to know how to do that, the video will be in the end screen. So make sure you guys click that, and make sure all you newer guys like this video and subscribe, and let me know in the comments. Just comment new so I know exactly who you are. I like the comment. Let's have a conversation. This is what we're here for. Like, I love you guys. I love my fan base. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.